Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dami. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, I am a Nigerian YouTuber based in Brisbane, Australia. Today I'm going to be doing a video about substitute Nigerian meals you would find in Australia. So as you may know, there are lots of Nigerian meals you cannot find in Australia. Trust me, the first 6 months I would say in Australia was a bit tough on us because we're looking for our favorite meals and what we loved eating and we were used to, but we could not find. But over time, so almost 3 years now, we've been able to find either something similar or other substitutes for our favorite Nigerian meals. So today I'm just going to be showing you few, like it's good. I'm not going to be showing my face after this. You're just going to be seeing a slideshow and hearing my beautiful voice. Yes, I said that. And then I'll be explaining the different meals we have and where to find them in Australia. Most likely most of these stores might be in Brisbane, but trust me, there will be an African grocery store, Asian store, where you can find these things wherever you find yourself in Australia. If this is something that interests you and you want to know more about, please keep it locked down and keep watching. The first item I'll be talking about today is plantain. My kids love plantain a lot, but upon getting to Australia, I realized that plantain is good. This is $9.99 per kg. Trust me, you don't want to spend that amount on plantain that they eat almost every day. And this is even like the cheaper place to buy. So what we resulted is to this lady finger you can see now. This is quite cheaper and affordable. I think it's about $5.99 on a very high day per kg. And sometimes you can find it as low as maybe $3.99. So yeah, ladyfinger is your go-to, and make sure you're buying it from an Asian store, not from a Coles, Woolworths or Aldi. Buy it from an Asian store. Item number 2 is vegetable. Trust me, this one got me confused and worried. There's no the ugu you're used to, there's no shoko and all those good stuff. So this is what we have here. Silver bread is like what I'll call ugu. So silver bread for me covers up for ugu. So you find it in an Asian shop as well. Most times you also see silver bread in Coles and all those other shops. I know spinach is very common, but this particular frozen spinach is a game changer. It is cheap, $1. It is already cut. I just need to toss it into my soup. Like, I love it so much. So this vegetable, this spinach, it's a go-to any day, anytime. I am a Yoruba girl. I love my draw soup. So Ewedu is also not available. I've been able to buy, funny enough, the one we came in newly, I was able to find Ewedu, fresh Ewedu at Inner Life. We live in Brisbane. I found at some point, but now I can't find it again. Anyway, I've resorted to this frozen Ewedu. It's called Molokia or something. You'd usually find it in African grocery store or Asian store, but I always buy it in African grocery store. Also is okra. Okra is everywhere. Most shops have okra, but I usually would buy from Asian store as well, and it usually fluctuates in price. Like, you can't tell what the price is at every point in time. Sometimes it's so cheap and sometimes it's so expensive. I think it works with the season, but whatever. I buy okra. So those are the kind of vegetable soup we have to live with. And then yeah, I make do with ogbono as well. So that's how we survive taking swallow in Australia. Before I talk about fruit and veggies, let me just give these Asian stores like their coins. Let me just give it to them. See, they are the plug for all your kind of veggies. Any veggies you want to buy. You know all those people that they will just, I don't know how it is in other states, but in Brisbane, you will just see them. They spread it like open markets. They are not like corporate shop. They are not the Coles or the Aldi. So those people, they are your go-to for veggies and everything. From this video, you would have already seen that I compared the price of what it costs to buy watermelon in, I think it was Woolies, and compared to this Asian store, the price difference is a lot. Same thing for tomatoes, same thing for capsicum, as you can see in this video. So just like this, so summary, I don't even need to go into details. Buy your fruits and veggies from Asian store. The only emphasis I'm going to be saying now is sweet potato. Ensure you're buying this red sweet potato I just held now. That is the one you should buy. Don't buy those white ones. Don't buy all those other colors ones. Like, they are far from what you're used to. So this red one is your go-to any day, anytime. This is the closest to your Nigerian sweet potato. With rice and noodles, right? We had a lot of try and error before we eventually got it right. So your go-to rice should always be a golden, like basmati rice, but golden seller. It might not be Indian Gate, any product you find, but make sure it is golden seller. And with Indomie, normal Nigerian noodles is very scarce, but this particular noodles we buy it at Coles. There are different types that looks like it, but make sure you're buying this Indomie chicken curry. It is at Coles. So with protein, the first I will go through is fish. So in Brisbane, I don't know, most likely will be the same for other states. We have a fish market. So there's a fish market at Inala, and there's one at Blunder, yeah, there's one at Blunder. Those are the two main ones I know in Brisbane. I know there's another one up north, but the two closest to me is Inala Fish Market and then the one at Blunder. So yeah, you'll be spot with like loads to choose from. So just visit any of these fish markets and buy fish from. Most times, if you go to the supermarket like Aldi, they sell fillet and all those other fish, or baza as well. But if you want like different types of fish, just go to this type of fish market, or just search for fish market around you. I think it's quite common. It's not something that you struggle to find. And then with meat also is Asian shop. Don't buy meat from Aldi or any giant supermarket, because the meat they will sell to you are all those ones that will be cutting putek. I don't know, like that's Yoruba way of saying. And if you go to all these Asian shop, they will have shaki, they have like cow stripe, they have cow food and different options to choose from. Don't buy meat from giant supermarket, because what you will get, you'll be shocked. You will not be able to even cook it, talk less of doing anything interesting with it. So, and sometimes you can just ask around as well. People share meat, like people buy in bulk. I remember last night my husband was still telling me that some of his friends are sharing goats. So try to ask of those type of, like, ask around. People will do this thing around you. So speak to people, and yeah, hopefully that helps. And lastly, I'll just be talking about other random things I feel like might be helpful. I don't know, it was difficult for us at the beginning. So the first one is Milo. I think is this one is in Audi, but you can also find Milo in Coles. I think that's the other place, but I think it's just cheaper in Aldi. If you notice, I mentioned Aldi a lot. Aldi is my go-to shop for everything and anything. And then there's powdered milk. I know that people, when they are coming, they want to bring in powdered milk as well. There's powdered milk, but it's not just common. But yeah, it's in Aldi, it's in Coles, it's in Woolies. The cheapest again is in Aldi, based on personal research. I know that for sure. And lastly, it is bread. Like gosh, this bread matter. I still posted on my stories today about my experience with bread. The bread here tastes nothing, like it doesn't taste like anything you've eaten before, because it has salt. It's not as sweet as our normal agege bread as you know it. But the closest bread to what we have, like what you're used to, will be the Woolies bread, and this particular bread on your screen now, or the brioche bread from Aldi. So this bread is hot cake. If you want it, make sure you go to Aldi early mornings. They bring just few pieces. I don't know for whatsoever reasons, but yeah, those are the only breads that we are able to eat and survive on. Every other bread we do not like it. We've tasted a ton, and like we've just come to a conclusion that it's either we hit the brioche bread if it's available, and once that's not available, we'll just survive with whatever Woolies, like this particular Woolies bread, because it's always fresh and hot. And yeah, once in a while we'll go to African grocery store and buy the normal agege bread. Yeah, so that's just about it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope it helps one or two people and you enjoyed it. If you have any question, please feel free to drop it in the comment section, and I will respond as soon as I can. Thank you so much. Please make sure you subscribe, you share the video, and you give the video a thumbs up. See you and bye.